Blessed day, everyone. It's your girl Lee Welch, like the juice, your self-esteem queen, best-selling author of Who Says You Can't. That can be found on Barnes& and Noble and Amazon.com. And welcome to today's show where we find out how others kick low self-esteem in the ASS. So I have a great guest for us that's going to be joining us in a little bit, and she is like one of my sisters. It's so funny how you meet someone and you feel like you know them forever, and she is just one of those type people. She's just so really cool. So I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and bring her in, and we're gonna go from there. So let me see here if we can go ahead and bring in my friend. And Wes, you know how that's just the life of live streaming. So we're just waiting, and she is connecting. It says, "Hello, my friend."
Hey, Juice, how are you?
I am good. Good to see you, lady. You look so pretty.
I had to get dolled up. You know how what we said. We can't go
You know what I'm
half
saying?
stepping. I
Definitely,
see your
definitely.
crown and everything.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, I was just telling everyone, and for those who don't know, Mandy and I, we met each other at the first annual authors retreat. She and I shared that authors love or whatnot, and we had such a great time. And Mandy, you my girl. I promise you, my girl. Um, we had a wonderful time. And first of all, I just
Yes,
want to
we
say
did.
thank you. Thank you for saying yes. We want to know a little bit about you. So, basically the purpose of the show is that, to for people to see that they can get over low self-esteem. I myself, I'm a survivor of low self-esteem at a young age. I was always taunted because I have circles around my eyes and things of that nature. But I never thought less of myself until someone actually told me to my face that I was actually ugly. And so as a
Okay.
young girl, and who's very, trying to get their life and everything and figure out who they are, first of all, for someone to come in and just dump on you like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
I internalized that. I took on their
Mm-hmm.
ownership. I took on their
Yes.
truth. And,
Mm-hmm.
I'm already battling, with other things because I'm being picked on and whatnot. So that was just something else that
Mm-hmm.
was more heavy that was
Yeah.
placed on my life. But
Mm-hmm.
it was not only until I was an adult that I was able to heal. Now, and my foundation and my healing came from, having a personal relationship with God Himself. And, He
Mm-hmm.
was able in that relationship, who showed me how He sees me and the beauty from His perspective. So that's the day I was healed, and I never looked back and questioned anything about how I feel and how I look about myself. I'm very confident about,
Yes, you
what I
are.
do. And
Mm-hmm.
but that comes from a place of pain, It comes
Gotcha.
from a place of learning and process. So what I found out is that there are other adults who are still in
Still,
silence
yes.
suffering with
Yes.
low self-esteem in some form of fashion.
Yes.
They're not, they're still hurting from things that possibly hurt them from their past, because self-esteem is such an open area. It can be such an open room. It's so many things that can affect your self-esteem. It
Mm-hmm.
could be,
Mm-hmm.
an event that happened in your life or something that is currently going on or something from the past. It
Mm-hmm.
could be anything. But
Mm-hmm.
when it gets to the point where it eat away at who you are, and eat away where you start doubting who you are and you don't believe in yourself anymore, and you had all these naysayers saying that maybe you weren't this and you weren't that, and you take on ownership of that. I found that there are a lot of
Yes.
adults who are still healing. So
Yeah.
what I say to that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn over everything to you. I want you
Okay.
to tell us who you are, where you're from, what type of
Okay.
project that you're doing, and then we're gonna touch into, at what point in your life, because like I said, sometimes, for some people nothing happened to them in their childhood. That's,
Yeah.
everyone doesn't go through
Mm-hmm.
certain things, but then, as you start growing, situations start exposing, and then you have these type of events. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to my dear friend. She's gonna introduce herself, and we're gonna go from there.
Well, yes, I am Mandy Rain. I love Lee. Mwah. Miss you already. Seemed like, we, like she said, we bonded so well, so quickly
Yes.
within the moment we met. It was like, hi, hugs, like we've
What's
known each
up,
other for
sister?
years. I know. I told you,
Exactly.
my daughter was like, who is she? Do I know her? I said, I just met her. She said, y'all look like y'all have known each other for years. I said, no.
Exactly.
But I am also an author. I have 3 books that are out on Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com. I'm an erotic fiction author.
Ooh.
So my specialty is, when you was talking just now, I just thought about it. I said, you know what? In my book, my first book, it's called My Inner Freak, and it's kind of
Mhm.
getting her out of her shell, dealing with her past relationships, which also, made her a
Mhm.
little shy on different things when it comes to sex and sexual encounters. So she was a little bit shy. And then she meets
Okay.
this guy who opens her up. So that's another
Mhm.
way of dealing with, opening up yourself, not letting what things happen in the past keep you down.
Right.
Growing up, I didn't necessarily deal, because I went to a small school. So we've known each other from like the first, second grade. So I grew up with, my friends are pretty much my friends since the second grade. So I didn't have
Wow.
anything like, yeah, like we have a real close circle. So, or the people who I grew up with, I've known them since 5. So it's like
Okay.
my circle is really, really small. So
Mhm.
I didn't have too many like people talking bad. I didn't have to deal with bullying or anything. Only bullies I had to deal with was my brothers, but that was a whole nother level. But having a daughter who just
Right.
turned 21, and I listen to her,
Mhm.
and I listen to conversations that she
Mhm.
has with her friends. And she tells me,
Okay.
because she has never had a boyfriend. She's never dated. She's 21. And so
Mhm.
I asked her, why
Okay.
don't you go out? Why don't you have a boyfriend? She said, I see all the stuff that my friends have to go through. She said, I'm not ready for that. I'm happy for
Okay.
that. But she has dealt with being, I am small. She's on the thicker
Mhm.
side. So she's had a
Mhm.
problem with that. And her, she took a
Okay.
while to tell me about her self-esteem issues. But, I said, we work on it
Mhm.
together. I said, just because I'm small don't mean I don't need to go out there and walk. Just because I'm small doesn't
Exactly.
mean that I don't need to eat healthier. So, we try to do it
Mhm.
together. And I feel like, when I do it with her, I help her, because I let her know.
Okay.
She's like, Mommy, I watch you, and I'm so happy you're my mom, because you encourage me to do better and stuff like that. And I said, you just saying that because you want money? And she said, no, I'm saying that because I'm being truthful.
You're so funny. You're so fun. We have we
Hey,
have Tila.
Tila. Yes,
Thank you for joining,
Tila.
Tila.
She's another author. She's an author
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I tell her. I said, you must want something, because you're only saying this nice stuff when you want things. She said, no, truthfully, I am so happy
Mhm.
to have you as my mom. She just walked in the
Wow.
room, so I can't talk about her too much now.
Look at that. That's, but that's an
Yeah, she's
honorable
looking at me
thing.
like, yeah.
What
Hey,
you're talking
Tanya.
about, mommy. So,
Yeah, she's looking
let
at me
me
like,
ask
what?
you. So let me ask you with that. So since you have someone close to you, which is your daughter,
Mm-hmm.
that has come out to you about some issues that that has affected her self-esteem or what
Mm-hmm.
have you. As a mom, hello, D. Lee, how are you?
Hey,
Thank you for
Delie.
joining. As a mother, how how did that make you feel
Oh,
when you
truth be
found out
told, at
about
first
this?
it crushed my spirit. It crushed my spirit, because she was
Hmm.
so down, and I didn't let her
Right,
see it. But I don't let them see too much of my emotions and stuff like that. But after a while, and I sat
right.
down and I talked to her, and I tell her, well, own it. If that's what if you happy in yourself, own it. But just be healthy. Just be healthy.
Yes, definitely.
Own it.
And
So
that's
now
one
I'm
of the,
definitely, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, and like before with her hair, like it took a long time for her to get a perm. I didn't let her get a perm
Mhm.
until she was in high school. She got a perm.
Okay.
She had hair all the way down to her back before she got the perm. Got the perm, all of it came out. So I
Oh,
said, see, I told you you
wow.
didn't need a perm. So her hair
Okay.
started growing back a little bit. Now she rocks her afro every now and then. She embraces her out. She wears little cut off t-shirts and stuff like that and tight shorts and all this stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, she has definitely grown, definitely have grown. And that's why I said, that's right,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
Just be healthy. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the thing. So it goes into by her talking about, what she was going through or what have
Mm-hmm.
you, that problem was addressed. So you talk to her
Yes.
and you be like, it's okay for you to be you. You have to love yourself for
Mm-hmm.
where you are and
Yep.
things of that nature. So
Mm-hmm.
what was like the healing process from that? Can you fairly say that after talking with you and these issues have been addressed that she has healed, or do you think that she's still in the healing process?
I think it's going to be a process because she's not where she wants to be. Like she just asked me just now, am I
Okay.
going to join a gym membership with her? She just asked me that question just now. So she still has, I think she has her goal where she wants to
Okay.
be. And like,
Mhm.
I'm all for it. I tell her all the time, she wants me to go. I ran to get a NutriBullet. Mommy, I want a juice. I want to do this. Okay, we ran to
Right,
Walmart, got the
right.
NutriBullet. Mommy, I want to eat this. I'm cutting off dairy. I'm doing this. So I go ahead and I encourage her and I try my best to, if I'm gonna eat dairy, I'm not going to eat dairy in front of you because I don't want to tease you with it. And I'll try not to cook a whole
Right,
bunch of stuff with dairy in it, but I'll
right.
substitute, a couple of things for
Mhm.
her. But yeah, she, like I'll go to the gym. I don't
Right,
mind lifting some weights and doing some cardio. I need
right.
my stamina up a little bit.
I think that's awesome. And one of the reasons why, why I commend you on what you're doing, because I found out in some of my past interviews with other people who has been able to overcome low self-esteem or whatnot, I found out that their inner circle, which were their parents, weren't that supportive.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
and you
See,
would, and
that's not
you
good.
would no, and it's interesting. I think maybe it's
Yeah.
because maybe some parents don't know, because their children aren't. Yeah,
You heard that? I
I'm
won't forget the salmon.
oh my goodness, that's okay. This is okay. This is really throwing me off
I know
now.
she did with that one.
Oh my goodness, that is really throwing me off. That is throwing me off. Okay, before the show actually is over, we will tell you guys
Address
what's
that
up with
issue.
the what's up with the salmon. So let me reel myself back in because
Okay,
I was
okay,
not
okay.
expecting that. I was not
Yeah,
that I was
she came
not
from left on
expecting
that
that.
one.
Oh, okay. So
She couldn't help herself.
wow.
Hmm.
Okay, so we talked about the addressing and we're talking about healing, and you're saying that right now
Yeah.
she is still going through a healing process. And I'm glad you said that as well, as because it's something that's not going to happen overnight. The
Uh-uh.
beautiful thing, like I said, the beautiful element of this is that she has your support that's going to help her accelerate her healing. And
Yes.
and she's starting young. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because with
Yeah. Yeah.
me, I internalized it, and
Uh-huh.
honestly, I didn't talk to my mom about it or what have you. So, I don't think to a certain degree she understood how I felt, or what have you. My mom was the best mom. My mom, she did all that she could to, help me feel good about myself or whatnot. But sometimes, parents fail to affirm their children.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And
Uh-huh.
I think it's beautiful that you express to your daughter that you know that she's beautiful for who she is. Because what will happen is that she will make peace, and I know this sounds kind of crazy, but she will make peace of, what she is not, because she's not trying to be something or someone else, if that makes sense. And
It makes great sense.
so, I think the dynamics that you guys are going through are just actually is really beautiful, and thank you for that. And
Mm-hmm.
um so yeah, so she's maintaining. So by maintaining, is basically just reaffirming that she is this from a
She's
mother's
yes.
perspective. You know,
Yeah. Sometimes she used to
that's
tell me things, and I'd be like, "Why are you telling me so much? You're telling me so much. Oh my gosh, I don't need to know all this information." But she comes and
right.
tells me everything, and I just sit there and listen. And if she asks for my advice, I give it to her. And so, she also, like I said, she learns from watching me. So
Right.
I have to be
Right.
mindful of what I do. Being single, I
Right.
have to be mindful of bringing who I bring around. And if I go do any kind of breakup or heartache, I go into
Mhm.
like quick story. I was seeing somebody, and
Mhm.
we we just dating, but we stopped talking, whatever. And she was like, "How you feel?" I said, "I'm fine." She was like, "See,
Right.
that's why I love you, mommy." I said, "You just like brushed it off your side." I said, "It is what it is. There's more
Right.
people out there." I said, "Why
Right.
am I going to sit here moping around over
Mhm.
one person when there's going to
Mhm.
be somebody else that's going to come around the corner that's going to be even better?"
You know what? And
So,
that is so true. And I think that's just an innate ability that you have, within you. You just have that type of
yeah,
gift in you, because not everyone
everybody. No,
has.
no.
You have people that actually break up. You have people who divorce or what have you,
Yeah.
and it greatly affect their confidence and their low self-esteem, because go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, but you know what? Another reason why he used to try to. I used to always say, I said, "You lucky. I have good stuff. I have great self esteem." I said, because if I didn't, I would
Mhm.
feel horrible because he didn't like this. He was like, "Oh, you need to change this. You need to change." No, baby, I'm not changing nothing. I am who I am.
Right.
I was this person who you met me. If you don't like
Mhm.
it, you
Mhm.
can go on and find somebody else who meets your criteria. I'm
There you
not
go.
changing for you. If I
Right.
want to change anything for me, it's going to be for me. It's not going to be for you. And I think I
Mhm.
guess I can thank my mom and all the women I had around me growing up, because they didn't take no
Okay.
mess. So
Right.
it's just,
So
I
you
was
are a
lucky
product
to
of
have
that.
that. Yes, they didn't take no
You're a
mess, not at all. My cousins, none of. Oh no, we don't. Mm-mm. So yeah, not like they're like, "Oh, do you need me to come? Do I need to come fight somebody?" That was like, "No, we good. I can handle it." So yeah, my cousins are quick to come and jump, and yeah, yeah. So I'm a product of my environment. Thank God I had a good environment.
Yes.
So
There
yeah.
again, everything starts from home.
Mhm.
Everything starts from home. The good, the bad,
Mhm.
and the ugly. And it does
Yep.
have, it does shape how you as an adult going to be turn out. Sometimes it
Mhm.
does shape how you actually handle people outside your home.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
shapes a lot. It really shapes a lot. And
Mhm.
so therefore, if you have, a home that's always up in the uproar and this, that, and so on the other, it's incorrect how you would handle that. But then in your mindset, that's the only way you know how to handle that, because you
Exactly.
haven't seen
Yeah.
anything else
Anything
different
else?
or
Mhm.
to.
Mhm.
Exactly, exactly. And I think
Yeah.
that's what happens for a lot of people, as we grow up, the foundation in our home may not be or have not been as productive and blessed like your home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
events that happen in your home, and like you said, by you as a child watching your parent or watching your parent,
Yes.
that forms your mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It forms a
Mhm.
lot. So that has that shapes your self esteem and your confidence. So this is why,
Mm-hmm.
you had matriarchs around you. You had strong women around you,
Yes.
and but
Yes.
positive, because
Yes.
it's one thing to be strong, but you can be so strong that you're still your actions are negative, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are
It makes sense. Yeah.
negative, there are negative repercussions to that, because even
Mm-hmm.
though you're strong because you can handle this or whatnot, but how you handle those things say something totally different. So,
Yeah.
Mandy, my dear friend, I just thank you so much for, tuning in. And even
Of
though,
course.
your situation was not with you personally, but, like you said, we all know someone maybe that has, who has been affected in some form or
Mm-hmm.
fashion where their self-esteem and their confidence is not on par. And your daughter, um, she's blessed. She's really
Mm-hmm.
blessed, because I've talked to some other daughters that they did not have what you had, and they did not have, in a sense, of the security that I had in my home or whatnot. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I let me ask. I got three things I want to throw at you, and tell me what order you
Okay.
think they actually should go in. You have confidence, you have self-respect, and then you have love, self-love. So in your mind, which of those things what comes in order, you think should come in order?
I think if you have self-love, everything falls into place.
Okay.
Self-love, you can have your confidence, because
Mhm.
you can have confidence, but then you don't love yourself, so then you let
Mhm.
certain things go. Once you have that self-love, everything, I believe, falls into place, because you got to love yourself first. And that's why I always say, somebody, you can't love anybody until you love yourself.
Right. Right.
So self-love to me is a top priority.
I understand that. So let me add that. Let me add on to that. From
Mm-hmm.
my perspective, what I found out, because, at one point, that's all I was promoting, self love, confidence, and this, thus, and so on, and the other. And I fell, and I didn't realize that the first element for me that needed to be added to that was,
With
I'm
confidence.
getting notifications left and right.
uh
Um, but actually, I would add to that. I think self-respect, and
Self-respect.
and
Oh, you
and,
gotta have respect. Yes, definitely.
and I would
Because when
tell
you
you
don't
why.
respect yourself, you okay. Go ahead.
Exactly,
You allow
because
people to walk all over you.
thank you, exactly, because
Yeah.
self-respect is a boundary that you have put in place, so you can have a safeguard. So like you said, you won't allow people to take advantage of you,
Yeah.
and treat you any kind of way and
Kind of
say
way.
anything any kind of way, because I feel like if you're missing that factor, can you honestly say that you love yourself?
Because you're
You know what
allowing
I'm
everything to
saying?
happen. Yeah, because you're allowing
Exactly.
all that stuff to come in negativity like that and stuff to you. So I can see how you
Yes.
say that. Yeah, self-respect. Everything comes hand in hand. If you one piece
Right.
is missing, it's like
Exactly.
Jenga. It's like the Jenga. You move one piece, you got to be careful because
It's
that whole
over.
thing might fall down. You took
Exactly.
away that
So,
wrong piece.
I wanted to add to that, everyone, we have our own perspective of how we see things in order. There's no
Yes.
right or wrong way to answer that. I just like to get, from a
Other
person's,
people's
from
opinions.
another, right,
Get
a
it.
different point of view. So let's go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and, before we end, let everybody know about this salmon. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Let's
which
let
one?
everybody know about this salmon. So here's the thing
You
about
tell
salmon. Okay, I would tell them because it will have more validity for me. I, and anybody that knows me know that I am allergic to seafood, fish, and all that kind of stuff. But if you also know me, I'm like, I'm gonna take my Benadryl and it's gonna be on and popping. And I love crab legs. So we couldn't find crab legs. So we actually found some salmon. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. So all I want you guys to know that we had salmon like 2 days in a row. We had 2 days in a row. I don't know. I don't know what you put in that salmon while our backs were turned. I don't know what secret
Wait a minute, you
ingredient
said
that you put in there. All I want you to know, I was down for taking Benadryl 2 nights in a row. It did not matter to me if it took me out or not. The first night, people, first of all, she got we found a market near the villa that we were at.
yes.
And she found this huge salmon. And oh my gosh. And the first night it was what, Parmesan crusted.
Parmesan crusted. Uh-huh. Parmesan crusted salmon. Uh-huh.
I don't want you to know I'm making it this weekend for Tyler and myself. And
All
she and
right,
I will
okay.
both be taking out, look, she and I both will be taking our Benadryl.
Taking your Benadryl.
Okay. And
Okay.
then the second night, oh my gosh, I just don't know. You just need to have like a little food cart. That's all you do is
It's
cook
salmon, that's it.
your salmon. That is all. And it was pretty too, guys. It was so pretty. And it was just, I'm telling you. So we're all at the table, and it was like the first night when we did the Parmesan crusted salmon. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
that bit into that salmon was like, mmm. It was like, it was almost orgasmic.
Oh
I mean, look, you're a person who deals with erotica, so you know about all that stuff.
yes, I
It was
do. I put
almost,
that in my food.
come on, because it was orgasmic. I was like, oh
I
my
made it with some
God.
love and attention.
Woo, it was on point. Oh my gosh, people. And then so the second night, yes, I mean it melted in your mouth. It was just, and it's like when I tried to do the salmon myself, it was okay, but it still had like that fishy taste to it. I didn't taste that with your salmon at all. At all. Okay, so then she gonna hurt us again. The second night,
I heard y'all too
it
nights.
was, what was it? Cream cheese, spinach stuffed
It was
salmon.
spinach stuff. Yeah, yeah, you can say it that way. Yes, spinach.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you put in there. Okay, well, we know your secret ingredient is O. We are, we already
Yeah,
know that.
that's the
Woo!
secret
Lord have
ingredient.
mercy.
Yes.
And then we topped it off with some nice wine. What was that? We had the Menage a Trois, of course, the
Yes, the
silk.
silk. Yes.
Oh my
Yes. Yes.
gosh. I came back when we left our trip. I got back home. I was like, I was trying to make, I'm like, I know I seen that wine somewhere. I know I seen that wine somewhere. And I found it. I found it at Walgreens. And
Okay.
girl, I know them
That's your new
folks know me.
favorite.
Huh?
That's your new favorite now. That's your new favorite.
Girl, they gonna have my face above the wine section. I'm telling you, I purposely have not gone back because I don't want them people like she is a lush, she's a drunkard, or whatever the case may be. But girl,
You
is
gotta
there
switch it
any
up. Go to
kind of way
Walmart.
do you think that is there any kind of way that you can cook me some salmon and send it to me in text?
So I gotta see you some salmon, and I gotta see you some
Yes,
booze. Okay.
yes, yes. Now look, they might intercept
Okay.
on the Macau. They may intercept on the Macau because here in Alabama you can't ship alcohol or
But
whatever.
yeah.
That's why I had to stop
Well,
doing my wine business. I used to do this wine business or
oh,
whatever the
okay.
case may be. And
Well, you might have to
it
meet
was
me at the border because you know I'm not that far from Alabama. I'm like an hour, 20 minutes from Alabama, so you might have to meet me.
oh girl, I'm making a road trip. Wait a minute. I can do an
Yeah, you
hour
might
and
have to
20
meet.
minutes riding around
Yeah.
just in Birmingham.
So yeah, you could do maybe see how far it is to get from the border, and I get to the border, and I give you some fish, and I give you some booze, and
Hmm.
then I'm gonna have to go over to Dee's house, and then I'm gonna have to cook for her in the van. So
Oh, cause yeah, they already recruited you for that. They already
yeah, they
recruited you
did,
for
they
that.
did. Yep.
They recruited
I'm
you
just
for
waiting for
that.
her to tell me that I need to come over. I'm just like waiting for her to tell
Yes,
me.
yes. I mean, we just had a great time. We're so thankful for Desiree Lee, who is
Yes,
the owner and creator of Authors in Business or what have you. You guys definitely got to go check her out. She's on Barnes and Noble. She's on,
definitely.
she's on Amazon. You have to check out her first book, Inmate. And
Hmm.
matter of fact, yes, I have it right here. Cause you got,
Look at
yeah,
that. Look at that.
I have it
Yeah,
right
we can
here.
see
I
it.
wanted, this was my first time. That at first I was like, that is so sad because, Dee has been my mentor now for almost a year and had never read her
And you
book.
didn't read a
And
book. Okay.
so since on that flight, that was a 5 hour
Hmm.
flight, I was able to
Yeah.
read, Inmate. And so it's Inmate 1142-980. Guys, you definitely have to check her book out. When I talk about from, going from prison to profit, I'm telling you. And I
Hmm.
can't add another P in there because you could be like prison, profit, and profits. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
um, so we're so thankful, Dee, for the platform that you created and hosting. The first annual Authors Retreat that was in Scottsdale, Arizona. There is another one
Hmm.
that's coming up. I plan to go, Mandy. I hope I
I'm
see you.
excited.
And
Oh, girl, I'm
authors
excited.
out
I'm just
there.
excited.
I know. I mean, just the
Hmm.
camaraderie. We had to pull ourselves back in and be like, okay, y'all, we here to learn and how to take this thing to
Yeah.
the next level
Yeah.
or what have you. But the camaraderie was just off the chain. So
Yes.
with
We just all clicked.
all. Yes, we did. I mean, we can't leave out our girl Michelle
Nope,
Walton.
can't Michelle. Yes, she was there.
We send love out there for
My,
you. She is.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Mama Westmoreland. We can't forget about her. Mama Westmoreland.
No, no, we can't forget about Mother. None whatsoever. None. And we can't forget
No.
about Chad. We can't forget
I
about
bet.
Chad.
Yes, Chad was there helping us out. Yes, indeed. Whose book? Mine?
And
Yours? Both of our books.
oh,
So where
okay.
can we get
Where can
your
we get
books?
your books? Okay, well,
My
since
books
you
are
are the
on.
guest,
Okay.
go
I don't
ahead.
have any. Oh yeah, I do have one. I do have one that's right here. Unless somebody took it to read it.
Okay.
No, it's here. Here's my first book, My Inner
Oh.
Freak. That's on BarnesandNobles.com and Amazon.com. And then we have Once a Freak is on BarnesandNobles.com. It's also on my website too. And you can find it on my
Okay.
Facebook page. Just shop it. I should say, click the button, click the link. You can click it and Behind the Lights. So my fourth book will
All
be
right.
here if real soon, because if it's not, Dee's gonna be on me, calling me up and cussing me out.
I know she
And
that's
don't
what I'm
forget,
like.
Sexy Talk with Mandy is coming soon.
Yes, we're waiting for sexy talk
Yes.
with Mandy. Do you have a launch
Yes.
date? Do you have a launch date
Um,
when you're gonna go?
this start doing it this weekend. Me and my producer, aka my daughter, she and I will be starting something this weekend.
All
She's so
right.
excited. So yes, I done dragged her into it. So we will be starting something. So something will be up next week.
Yay! I love it.
Yes,
So
yes,
you guys
yes.
heard it from her ears to your heart. Make sure you go check out her books. Her books are on Barnes and Noble and Amazon, and also and on her website. That is The Inner Freak,
Yep.
Want the Freak, and Behind the Lights.
Behind
And
the
make
lights.
sure
Mandy with an I.
that, huh?
I said Mandy with an I and Rain.
Mandy, yes, Mandy Rain, baby. I love it. Mandy Rain with an I. Don't you guys forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you tune in. Do you this weekend for Sexy Talk with Mandy that's going to be aired on YouTube. Is that
On.
correct?
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you
were
for
such
having
a
me.
beautiful, yes, thank you for saying yes.
Thank you. Of
Beautiful
course.
guest.
I got you anytime.
Thank you, darling.
Anytime.
Thank you.
You my girl. I got you.
You know what I always say. We're going to get ready to go ahead and close this out. I want everyone to continue to have a blessed day. But you know that faith cancels out fear, and fear cancels out faith. And you guys continue to be blessed. Bye, Mandy, with an I.
Bye. See you later.
See you later, darling.
Okay.
Bye-bye.